We are from Group 2. We are going to discuss about the role of psycholinguistics in language teaching. Our group consists of me, Irmila, Riyasa, Febri, Rantika, Annisa, Putri, Yunita, and Shareen Vanessa. Psycholinguistics has provided numerous theories that explain the 3 points below. The theories have been very useful in the field of language teaching. Some experts use them as the basic theories in developing language teaching method. It is known as psycholinguistic approach. This approach views that language and thought as related but completely independent phenomena. Psycholinguistics covers 3 main points. There are language production, language perception, and language acquisitions. Psycholinguistics focuses on the application of the actual language and communication. It is necessary to make a decision in applying various methods that allow students to easily understand a language. Psycholinguistic theory covers the language development of humans in accordance with human psycho and mental development. Haras and Andika mention 3 kinds of language teaching methods which are developed according to psycholinguistic principle. First one, natural method. Second one, total psycho response method. And the last one, suggestopedia method. Chair explained that term language learning is used because some expert believes that second language can be mastered by learning the language intentionally and consciously. The term of language acquisition is used because it is believed that second language or third language is acquired either formally or informally.
There are 2 types of language learning. The first one, naturalistic language learning, and the second, formal language learning. Factor affecting language learning: the first one, intelligence; second, aptitude; third, learning style; 4, personality; 5, motivation intrinsic; 6, motivation extrinsic; 7, culture and status; and the last one, age. Psycholinguistic approach to language learning concept language learning as cognitive and individual process, which knowledge is constructed as the learner. The first one, exposed to comprehensible input, and second, given opportunities to both negotiate it, and the third, receive negative feedback. The psycholinguistic approach focuses upon what humans know when they talk and how they acquire that knowledge and how that knowledge is put to use.
Next one is psycholinguistic approach of and for language skills. Psycholinguistics theories have explained the mental process that occur in human brain during a person produces and perceives a language. Language perception includes the activity of listening and reading, while the language production includes the activity of speaking and writing. The 4 activities are called as the 4 of language skills. First, psycholinguistics approach and listening skill. Psycholinguistics researchers have indicated that in teaching listening, the intrinsic and extrinsic difficulties should be overcome in order to reach to a highly qualified listening activity. Psycholinguistics knowledge will help teachers to reduce the intrinsic and extrinsic difficulties. The second one, psycholinguistics approach and reading skill. This theory emphasizes that the understanding the meaning of a text essentially rests on the prior knowledge of students. Psycholinguistics helps learners to reduce the intrinsic difficulties in reading activity by arousing the interest of the students onto the reading text. The third one is psycholinguistics approach and writing skill. Psycholinguistics approach indicates that there are mistakes in writing caused by agraphia, which must be treated properly. Psycholinguistics helps to find interesting topic to write. It serves to decrease the level of the difficulties in writing. It helps to specify the writing levels and writing types. The last one is psycholinguistics approach and speaking skill. Psycholinguistics also explains that personality, like introvert and extrovert students, affects students' performance in language learning.
Now I would like to explain about the methods. So the first one is natural method. This method is developed by Tracy D. Terrell.
This method believes that language learning is a reproduction of the way humans naturally acquire their native language. A. Language mastery relies on learning language skills in natural context and less on conscious learning of grammatical rules. B. Learning a language is an effort to develop communicative competence, the ability to understand the speech of native speakers, and native speakers understand the learner's speech without any error which can interfere with meaning. And the last one is comprehension is primary than production. The second one is total physical response method. This method is developed by psychologist James J. Asher in 1966. Psycholinguistic principles in language learning according to this method are as following. A. Language competence will improve significantly by involving kinesthetic sensory system in language learning. B. Comprehension is primary rather than speech production. And the third one is suggestopedia. This method is developed by Georgy Lazanov, a psychiatrist in Bulgaria in 1975. Psycholinguistic principles in language learning according to this method are as following. A. Humans can be directed to do something by giving them a relaxed atmosphere and open and peaceful mind. B. Before the lesson started, students are persuaded to relax their body and mind in order to gather hypnotic ability. It is an incredible supermemory. C. The classroom is set up with dim light, comfortable seats, relaxed atmosphere, and classical music. And this is the bibliography. Thank you so much, and this is all about our presentation. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.